Let me tell you my journey as a soy boy. We have to start from the beginning. Growing up, I could easily consume about a gallon of milk a day. My DNA required the calcium-rich benefits of a cow's teat milk. And come on, man, look at these beautiful, bad, thick bones. Have I ever broken a bone in my body? No. It's so calcium dense that it's formed a new element. My skeleton structure makes Wolverine jealous. Every day I would wake up, have like 2 bowls of cereal, go to school, have a carton of milk there. Then I'd come back from school, have some Dino chicken nuggets with some ranch and a glass of milk. I don't know if I always had a glass of milk then. It's a little bit weird of a combination. At dinner I'd have 2 big cups of milk. And I easily went through a gallon every single day. But then, around my junior year of high school, my body betrayed me. I started getting stomach pains around the same time every single day. And my poops were not pretty. Slowly but surely, I kept on drinking less and less milk. I even drank fat-free milk, which for all of you 2%ers is like drinking water. It was a dark point in my life for sure. But apparently there was a solution, and that was to try soy milk. It's a bean. It's not an animal. It doesn't have a teat. But if you, soak it in water and then kind of squish the water back out of it, it produces a milk-like substance with a good amount of protein, and it's a milk alternative. And you know what? I just started gobbling that shit up. Okay, you know what I'm saying? The great thing about soy milk is it has a slight bitter taste, so you can actually buy it with sugar added. So I asked my parents to buy Trader Joe's soy milk, which is iconic. It comes in chocolate and like strawberry and vanilla. The crazy thing about those is they have like 20 grams of sugar in a cup, I think. It's something ridiculous like that. They are super unhealthy. So I became a soy boy and I started fucking chugging milk to get that sweet sugar adrenaline, and it was a fantastic time. Granted, I did end up getting about 70 pounds overweight, and you know what? Things were pretty smooth from there on out. The soy was in my bloodline. It was giving me the soy boy powers of invisibility and clamminess, and I drank enough to the point where the mind control was starting to work, and I even tried going vegan for a month. But then, and this is no conspiracy, this is fact, Big Milk got into the game. You may have remembered that about 6 months ago, there were some headlines in the news about companies that produced soy milk and like almond milk getting sued over the fact that they were calling their products milk. Because again, it doesn't come from an animal, it comes from a nut. Or a lagoon, okay? And none other than Trader Joe's got rid of that soy milk that I had been drinking for a fourth of my life. I had to double up on therapy for that month, but eventually I got over it, and I realized I had to find a soy substitute in order to get that kick. August 12th, 2019, Safeway. I go into the milk aisle, and I pick about 6 or 7 different soy milks. I tried it with cereal, I tried them with coffee, and I came to a conclusion that the best bang for the buck, the best taste for the teatless milk was going to be the store brand milk. And the next thing that happened, I can't really explain. I used this milk for a couple of months now, but about 3 weeks ago, I added this milk to a cup of coffee, and I went to go take a sip. And usually in the morning, I just need coffee in my system, so I'm not really paying attention to the taste anyways. Just like, let's get this into my system, yada yada. But I take a sip, and it's revolting. I don't know what's going on. The milk almost kind of curdled with the coffee. I checked the expiration date. It's fine. I sniffed the milk. It smells like soy milk. I tried the milk on its own. Whoa, what is wrong with this milk? I throw it out. Next day I go to the store, get that same milk. I add it to my coffee. It tastes terrible. I go back to the store, try a different milk, different brand entirely, add it to my coffee. It's absolutely terrible. I have a couple of theories. Number 1, Big Milk tainted the soy supply. Soy's grown all around the world, but in the US, soy is subsidized. Now, an interesting thing about soy is that it actually replenishes the soil. So, a farmer might grow wheat for a couple of years, and then when the soil's a bit depleted of nutrients, soy is usually a good thing to grow in order to get those nutrients back in the soil. But subsidizing soy means that all the records are in place, and Big Milk knows exactly what farms are growing soy. How did they taint all of the soy? We don't know, but they got a lot of money. and scientists. And my second theory is that the gods themselves have chosen to spite just me. I've talked to family members, they don't notice any taste difference in the soy milk, and maybe it's just my exquisite palate being able to decipher the poison that Big Milk has been putting into soy plants. But maybe it's just me that is being punished, because I have to admit that a couple of months ago I was visiting one of my uncle's farm, where we kind of taken the tour of the farm, checking it out. I was like, yeah, uncle, this is a pretty cool midlife crisis, I guess. And we were passing through the barn, and I was like, oh, that cow's cool. And he was like, oh yeah, that cow just had a calf. You know, it's been nursing the calf or whatever, but I think it's about time we're going to separate the calf and then, you know, use the recently pregnant cow to get the milk. And so, kind of forced into the situation, I helped my uncle separate the calf from its mother, which apparently is normal. It didn't feel great doing it. And then he was like, all right, you ever milked a cow, kid? And I was like, can I please go home? But you know, I sat down on the little stool. I gave the nip a tug, and then the cow, he turned back to me and he just said some Latin shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Did you hear that, Uncle Roger? Giving him a fake name. And he was like, yeah, just pull the teat. And the cow was staring dead at me. And I was like, Uncle, get me the fuck out of here. I don't know what this farm fumes are doing to me. I believe I was cursed that day by the cow. It was maybe possessed by God for that moment or something. I'm not really sure. Anyways, I live my days now drinking black coffee. I bought almond milk for like cereal and stuff. It's kind of bitter, but it's okay, I guess. You know, I can still enjoy like tofu. Does that make me a soy boy still? I don't think so. I just, for whatever reason, my taste buds now reject the sweet nectar of the soybean. You know what? I'm giving my soy boy license back. I'm no longer a soy boy. Thank you for, it's been a great time being a part of this club, but I guess it's time for me to retire. Thank you for watching. See ya.